We're all living a lie. America, our beloved country, is dying by the death of 1,000 cuts. Violence, corruption, illegal immigration, crooked politicians, out of control taxes. It must stop. American patriots, it's time to stand up and speak out. Together, we can restore its greatness. Choose a leader who loves our country. Unite, take action, and let's make America great again. Our home depends on it. This is more than a book. It's a call to arms.
Hello there, fellow Americans, young and old, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Libertarians, for all. This is for everybody. And today I'd like to talk about trade and economy. For the last 30 years at least, Americans have been taken advantage of by everybody. I'm talking the whole of Europe. I'm talking about China in particular, and every other country that we trade with, we trade in deficit at the tune of about $1.5 trillion per year. Just imagine, we are in debt $36 trillion today. If that trade was even all through these years, we would have $10 trillion extra in our treasury. Instead, we're down $36 trillion. And why? Because China alone, we're running about $750 billion deficit every year. And on top of that, they steal about $500 billion every year in IT, in technology, in every single field. They steal us blind. There are spies that come here, and they're students in universities or they work in different research labs, all critical in technology, in medical and nuclear science and all that. And then they steal all our technology and send it back to the PCC. So it's very, very important that Donald Trump is already doing that. President is doing a fantastic job of doing that, and I'm sure he'll continue that until the trade should be on zero. One other thing that I would do, besides everything else, I will not trade with countries that hate us. And believe me, China hates us. We didn't help China economically all through the years. We helped them build the biggest army in the world, second to the United States. So why do we do this? Why the politicians over the years, presidents over the years, they helped them out? You stand and think about it. What's wrong with this picture? Why would they willingly give them $1.25 trillion a year from the treasury straight to China? And they use that against us. Because why? They want dominance. They want dominance. And the first thing they want to do is take back Taiwan. Next thing would be Philippines. Then next thing would be Australia. I think Australia put up a fight against the Chinese army? No way, they couldn't. And by the time anybody wake up, Australia will be gone to Chinese. And many, all these hundreds and thousands of islands there in the South Pacific, they will take everything over. Next thing you know, they'll be knocking on our doors in 10, 15, 20 years. They'll try to see what can they do here. They'll probably take Iceland or Greenland. They'll probably take northern Canada. All those islands, they have tens of thousands of islands. They'll occupy all those. So they're a very, very, very dangerous country. And we should not help them out. I will not trade with them, period. I will not buy a dime from them worth of goods. And I will not give them a dime worth of goods, okay? Because they hate us. And the more we do trade with them, the more they get ready for it. So no, I would ban all Chinese students from any universities, any schools, any work in any department of the government, anywhere. I will not give them jobs. I will give them jobs if they want to lower scale jobs. They can work in a machine shop. They can work in some lower labs. They don't have any secrets or anything like this. But I will not give them jobs in government or any high-tech labs or high-tech research places. So yeah, this is one thing for sure I will not do. And some guy, I think it was Phil Knight, said that I cannot quote exactly what he said, but he said, every trade contract that you make with any country, it has to benefit each country equal. It has to benefit each country equal. That means zero balance, zero. Not $1 or more for this country than in this country. It should be balanced, absolutely balanced. And then you have fair trade deals, yeah? I will not allow people to just, and the President Donald Trump is taking care of that with tariffs. No more dumping their stuff on American land and kill the American companies. No, the prices will have to be, and the quality will have to be compatible to what the American companies are doing, okay? So you not put the tariff on them and that's all. They'll balance that out real quick. John Barrasso, a senator from Wyoming, once said, and I am not quoting exact words because I didn't memorize it, but he said, in the case of international trade, somebody has to write the rules. Who's going to write the rules? Up until now, every other country wrote the rules and we bought into it and lost money in the trillions of dollars. So I would say from now on, the United States, President Donald Trump writes the rules for the trade. So we know for sure it's fair and it's fair to anyone. And by the way, the trade it's a fantastic tool to have. It's a fantastic tool because everybody benefits from it. We can buy maybe better technology from Germany. Germany can buy from us maybe better cars or whatever. So we exchange the products so the population of this country has more choices to make. So yeah, trade is a fantastic thing to do. Maybe some country has different minerals, then we have more oil. So we trade that. So trade is a fantastic tool in the economy of any country, and we should have a very powerful trade. But like I said before, I will not trade with enemy countries. And make no mistake, China is an enemy. He can smile all he wants, he can pretend all he wants. He's our enemy, mortal enemy. So I will not do any trade with China. Let them, they're so smart, they're so powerful, let them do their own thing. And let them trade with Iran, let them trade with whoever they want, Syria, Iraq, any other country, Russia. You know, speaking of Russia, Russia just, I understand, they made the deal with China. They would help each other in case of being attacked. Attacked by who? Who would attack Russia? Who? What country would attack Russia? United States? NATO? Why would we do that? To what end? We had no benefit to conquer Russia whatsoever. Who would attack China? Now the second most powerful army in the world. Who would attack China? No one. They're just saying that to help each other. It's just a lie, a big lie. Especially, I thought Vladimir Putin is a very, very intelligent man. But after the war in Ukraine, I have second doubts. And after this deal with China, I have even less doubts. How do you Russia compared to China? It's a mouse. China being the cat. How do you make the deal with China? China can invade Siberia and the rural areas in a week, and nobody is going to contest that. Nobody. Now Russian army, especially after we see what happened in Ukraine the last 2.5 years or 3 years, what it is since the war started, they can finish them off. Nothing can compare to Russia. They're supposed to be like a superpower. Now we see that they're not such a superpower. Okay, it's just more like a pepper tiger. So why Russia made such a deal with China is besides me. I just don't get it. You know, if Russia should do a deal, they should do a deal with us, with the United States, with NATO. They should make a deal, not with China. China is the biggest enemy, and they're all around their border in the south. Okay, and they have over 2 million soldiers, maybe more. Who knows? And in reserve, they have another 3 million soldiers. So there will be no contest between China and Russia, believe me. Especially when it comes to Siberia and the rural area. That's 2/3 of Russia today. They'll be gone overnight. They'll be gone. So Russia and Vladimir Putin, if he's really such a smart guy, he should try to make a deal with President Donald Trump, because he will benefit him more than anything. He should make a friendship deal with the United States to help him against China, because China every year, and not many people know that, but there is a fact, every year they take a chunk of Siberia. Every year they take a chunk in Siberia, and they have fertile lands. They do all the agriculture there, and they attach it to China, and nobody says anything, including Russia. They don't want to start anything with China, so they let them take 100 square kilometers there, 500 square kilometers there, and before you know it, the Siberia will belong to the Chinese, all of it, just a matter of time. And the more they let them do that, the harder it's going to be to kick them out of there, because they'll have their population there, they'll do their borders on the other side of this area, so Russia is not going to be able to contest it. But if they make a deal with the United States, with NATO, they have nothing but benefit. That's all. That's all I gotta say. So this is absolutely a must for them, I would say. So now I would like to take a look at Africa. Africa is a huge continent, very rich, has many, many natural treasures all over Africa. And they have 1.5 billion people. Talking about the market, Africa is a great market, we hardly do any business with them. Instead, the Chinese realized this years ago. They were smart. They went there and they made deals with very many of these small countries, especially like around the ones that have ports and they're close to the ocean. And they made impossible deals for people to keep up. They made loans, huge loans, to countries that they knew they can never repay. They knew that. But they built in a contract in such a way that if they miss their payments, they will take over some of the mining, some of the whole ports, anything they had reached to offer, they would take over. And it already happened many, many times. So they swindled all these little countries. And why were they able to swindle these countries? Because all these countries, they have presidents or kings or whatever they have, they switch like socks. They come to power, they fight, they take them down, another one comes to power. So they're out to get as much money as possible and just go away. And that's exactly what happened to most of these countries. And they left them high and dry with nothing to show for. They build roads, they go nowhere. They build schools, buildings that collapse, shabby contractors, very bad quality. Bridges, again, to nowhere, and all kinds of railroads and stuff like that doesn't benefit the country. And then it's impossible to pay it back when you make no profit on what they build. So they take over the mining, they take over the oil, they take over whatever they had to offer, diamond mines, whatever they had to offer. And China saw this, but China, they raped these countries. They swindled, they robbed them blind, unfortunately. And Africa has a very, very bad taste in their mouth dealing with the Chinese. So what better time right now for our president to go and send their emissary there and talk to them and bring them in our fold and make them deals they can live by. Help them build schools, help them know how to use the land, how to grow things, you know, grains and rice and whatever they need. Whatever their need is, we should teach them. We should bring them to the United States, send them to school here, teach them how to do it, let them go back, and then give them the help, not the money. The United States should go over there and build it for them. So they know they're going to build quality stuff. If you give them the money, have the money be gone before they even get to the bank. And then they'll use the rest of the money to build something really bad that will not be sustainable. So no, Americans should give them the loans, but tied up to our technology and our workers to go there. They can use some of their workers, you know, to dig ditches or whatever it is, but we should build the buildings, we should build the technology for them, and then help them run it, teach them how to run it. So, because they say, you know, you give somebody a fish, you feed them for the day. Teach them how to fish, you feed them for life. And it's about time that somebody goes in Africa and helps these people into the 21st century. Help them help themselves. Build one country at a time. Stabilize them. Mr. Trump, I think, just signed a peace deal between Congo and Rwanda. And there are so many countries there we can go in there, and not all at once, one at a time, and teach them how to do all these things. Grow their economy to the point that they don't need help from the outside. Why should they beg all the countries in the world to help them survive? No, they should do their own. And the reason that Congo and Rwanda and all the other countries, they go to war all the time and they kill each other like crazy, is because they don't have anything else to do. They don't have anything else to do. That's all they know. They don't get an education. They know the opportunities they can have in 10, 15, 20 years by getting a good education, by building out their country with factories, with fields, rich fields everywhere. They don't know. Irrigation, they don't know. They don't know how to do it. So we need to go there and help them out. And before you know it, you have a huge, phenomenal market of 1.5 billion people. Teach them how to build hospitals. Teach them how to become doctors. Educate them how to become doctors. And everybody is going to be better off for it. And we will have a huge market forever. Because Chinese, what they did, they went just to the very short time in front of them. They wanted to put their hands in this and this and this, steal, and then go away. And Africa will be worse off than ever before. So this, we need to help, particularly those countries, we have to help them first to get off from under Chinese control. It's very, very important, you know. Another thing that I would like to, back home, that kind of bothers me, and I had a company for 37 years before the pandemic, and very successful company, and up to 50 people never left my company, and you know why? Because I'm paying them very, very well. I treat them like family, and I was paying them so much more than any other machine shop that they could not afford to leave. So I'm thinking all these huge corporations, you know, I'm talking about IBM, I'm talking about Apple, I'm talking about SpaceX, Tesla, all these huge corporations, there are hundreds of them, if not thousands of corporations that make billions of dollars every year. Why don't they share a percentage of their wealth with their employees and pay them that much more, each one of them, that they will never leave? They will never leave. And they have very loyal employees for forever until they retire, you know. So not only that, they will help the economy tremendously because all these people are making more money. They'll buy better homes, they'll buy better cars, they'll buy more better TVs, they'll buy more of this, more of that. So the economy will flourish also, and this is deductible to them anyways. I don't understand it. Bill Gates with his companies, the same thing. Pay these people more money. Give them an incentive to work harder. I used to have a job before I started my company for 10 years as a chief engineer, and I used to work 12 hours a day without asking the owner of the company for one single penny overtime. Nothing. I wouldn't ask him. But you know what? First year was like that. But second year, when Christmas came around, he gave me a huge bonus, which was almost salary for 6 months. And it's been like that for the whole 10 years I worked for him. And when I walked away, I don't know, about $50,000. That was 1987. So the owners see this. They see this. But not everybody can afford to do what I did then, okay? Pay the guys more. They'll work harder. They'll be more loyal. They'll use their head more instead of just doing the job for 8 hours and go home. It will help the American economy tremendously, and will be a huge benefit to them and to the economy. So this is pretty much what I have to say. So this is the show for today. I want to thank you very, very much for watching us. There are a lot more things to come. Very, very important things like we talked before about education, politicians, economy, many. There are 28 chapters altogether that we're going to talk about. Peace between Ukraine and Russia, which I think I already covered that, but many other more. So thank you very, very much for that. And Anna will help me close. Anna? And there she is.
Hi!
Hi,
hello, thanks for having me. I just wanted to pop in really quick at the end of the video to say, please, if you want to support our channel, first of all, thank you so much. We've already, for us, I mean for him, we're beginners. He's a beginner in like this whole YouTube thing. And we already have loads of views. We have 18 subscribers currently, and it's 18 people who subscribe to us. So we're just getting started, but it means a lot to us. Every subscriber really means the world. So with that being said, please subscribe. Also, please like. The likes help us as well. Comment, because we want to, again, talk back and forth with you. We want to find out what you guys want, what you guys like. You can even comment how long you would like the videos to be. If you want them longer, shorter, just please comment so that we can know what we can do better. And also, please press the little notification button in the shape of a bell so that you can know each time we post a new video. So with that being said, also the book, the inspiration for this whole channel, we hope you want to buy it at this point. So if you do, please check out the link in the description below. It will take you to Amazon, where we have 3 versions of the book: the Kindle, the hardcover, and the paperback.
And the book is called?
The book is called Open Letter to President Donald Trump and All American Patriots.
We love what he's doing.
We really do. And he truly has a dream team. This is really, these next 4 years are going to be the best years for America up until now.
Ever.
We hope there'll be better years coming. Yeah. So with that being said, thank you again so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Thank you.